Well, good morning and welcome to all of you. My name is Janice Gregory, and I'm the current president of the National Academy of Social Insurance. And my job this morning is to help this distinguished panel help you and all of us get a jump start on a critical upcoming policy discussion: Social Security benefit adequacy and benefit solvency. I'm actually very proud to be back in the leadership of the Academy of Social Insurance, which for over 20 years, in fact coming up on its 25th anniversary, has conducted a top-flight research into many aspects of our social insurance programs. It has successfully educated many in policy and media positions regarding how the programs work and the challenges and opportunities they face. And one of the things we do is bring people together across all sorts of divergent views and all sorts of divergent disciplines to tackle the problems and issues and challenges and opportunities that we face. So our aim this morning is to help you ask the right questions going forward. We're not going to provide the answers, but we're certainly going to try to get some questions out there. And this is a really serious undertaking, but with your permission, I'm going to illustrate it with a not-so-serious story about right questions. It's a story about the well-meaning fellow who ran into the bar, shouted, "Joe, Joe, some guys just jumped into your pickup truck and hot-wired it and drove it off." Joe hops off the bar stool and he says, "Good heavens," or words to that effect. "Did you get a good look at them? Do you know who they are?" And the fellow replied, "No, but I got the license number of the truck." To help you ask the right questions going forward, we have two nice, skinny, and very readable, partly readable because they're skinny, partly because they're well done, but really important reports to leave with you. They're in your packet. First is an August report outlining the results of a survey on America's views on Social Security post-economic crash. The second is a new report issued today, so you are the first, that addresses the need to provide both benefit adequacy and benefit solvency in the Social Security program. I'll take just a few minutes to set the stage, and then I'm going to turn the podium over to the panel experts. And let me just say right up at the front that at the end, please, there's a blue form somewhere in the packet that's an evaluation form. Please do fill it out, not only so we know how we did today, but so you can give us ideas of what you want to hear about in the future. The headlines are full every day now, as you are more than well aware, of the progress on systemic reform of how and to whom health care is delivered. Behind it, probably sooner than we expect, is going to come a renewed debate on retirement income. I'm oversimplifying, but not a whole lot, when I say that in recent memory, the retirement income debate has relied on two conclusions. If we're talking about pensions and retirement savings, the conclusion has been we have to have more. If we're talking about Social Security, the conclusion has been that we can't afford it. The first conclusion has led us to spend most of my adult life, actually, developing a long line of new fixes that have not increased retirement coverage, which seems to stay at roughly 50% of the workforce no matter what we do. The other could lead us to undercut the one program that has a track record of reaching the vast majority of our population in what I would argue is a meaningful way. So we really can't go forward with these two conclusions as a base. We have to open the debate up and take the kind of fresh look that's going to help us reshape our retirement income framework to do a better job overall. We want to push forward the Social Security part of that debate this morning. I've been working in the retirement field, both Social Security and private pensions. That's why I have all this white hair. Since ERISA was enacted in 1974. I was 12 at the time. Beginning in the 80s, we enacted numerous bills that have altered the landscape for pension and savings plans. Yet, as I noted, pension coverage remains at about half the workforce. Even where workers enjoy pension coverage, there's been, as you know, a significant shift in the type of coverage from annuity-style pensions to pot-of-money savings accounts, such as 401k plans. Even where the old-style pension still exists, many individuals, and in fact most individuals, when given the opportunity, skip the annuity and take a lump sum at retirement. Pot-of-money savings accounts do provide more individual flexibility, but they mean also that the individual must, by him or herself, shoulder the burden of investment risk, longevity risk, and volatility risk. While we have often heard debates about investment risk and longevity risk, and let me just put a quick plug in there. When you're doing longevity, don't take the average. Remember, the average is 50% will die before, 50% will die later. So if you take the average, you have a 50% chance of running out of money because you'll live longer. But we've often heard debate about investment risk and longevity risk, and the devastating impact of volatility risk has become crystal clear in the past few years for those at or nearing retirement. It really makes a difference. Its averages over the 30 years don't really count if you wanted to retire in 2008. That's what you're stuck with, is 2008 or 2009.